They've never lost in this round with Mahomes. Their only regulation loss in the playoffs ever with Mahomes was in the Super Bowl when they had 5 backup offensive linemen. Their first playoff game each year with Mahomes, they have, I have it right here, I'll give you the exact numbers, my apologies. They have won by 18, 21, and 21, and the one that was close, they were up 9 with the ball when Mahomes got knocked out of the game. Remember, against Baker Mayfield. Yep. Baker Mayfield almost got back-to-back playoff wins. What a time that was. And you also, Wilds, what do people call me?
Mr. Consistency.
Unfortunately, that might have to come to an end.
What?
Well, I got a cease.
It should have been ended long ago.
Well, listen, my lawyers are on it, but I got a cease and desist. And I was surprised to get it because evidently it's been trademarked by someone previously. And that someone is Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, wow.
So can I show you guys something that, in all seriousness, will blow your mind, I think? His regular season and his playoff numbers, they are identical.
Pretty good.
The passer rating to the 10th of a point. The touchdown-interception ratio within a few hundredths of a point. The completion percentage within a 10th of a point. He's the, statistically speaking, Stink, he's the best regular season quarterback ever. And in the playoffs, he just does the same thing.
Yeah.
What's disappointing is he can't pick up his game in the playoffs.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah.
I'm saying, kind of disappointing.
I expect Mahomes to be sensational. And for a team that they beat earlier this year by double figures, even though they turned the ball over 3 times and allowed a surprise onside kick, I don't think this will be competitive, unfortunately, for the Prince.
Let me look. There is only one bigger Patrick Mahomes fan on the planet than me, and he's sitting across the table from me.
Okay.
But because I'm not on his level in that fandom, I'm able to just look at the facts, all right, and remain objective.
All right,
and Nick, look, I do expect Mahomes to be great. But I found some numbers. You know, I was digging.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that scare me.
Okay. Let me see.
Well, first of all, Jacksonville, I know they weren't sacking the quarterback early in the season, but lately, my goodness. 5 of their last 6 games, Nick, they have 3 or more sacks. Okay? That just made me say, Okay. All right, then I looked at Mahomes.
Trademarks.
In his last 4 games, playoff games, last 4 playoff games, Patrick Mahomes has 5 interceptions. Ooh. That's 2 more than Josh Allen has in his playoff career, 7 games. All right? And then 2 of the biggest games, the 2 out of those 4, the 2 games that were the biggest, the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, last year in the AFC title game, he had 2 interceptions in each of those games. Then this is the kicker.
Okay.
In his last 4 games where he's been sacked 3 or more times, he has 2 interceptions in 3 of those games. So I'm just saying, if Jacksonville's able to put pressure on Patrick Mahomes,
I want you to say it, though.
It just makes the brother wonder.
I just want to say it.
I'm just throwing out facts.
I just want to hear it.
No, I'm just throwing out some facts.
Listen, people can, as Wilds would say, look up football reference.
Win.
They want your opinion.
I think the Chiefs will win.
Do you think Mahomes turns the ball over?
Yes, at least once.
Oh, okay.
At least, and that's not a terrible thing. At least once.
It is a very bad thing when quarterbacks turn the ball over. I know Josh Allen skewed our brain. No, it's good.
Because they were basically in the same ballpark. Josh had 14 interceptions. Mahomes had, 12?
Let me give you the formula, how you beat the Chiefs. Okay, and I'll give you a stat that's going to lie. The Chiefs are 0-3 when they lose the time of possession battle. Okay? They've probably also won 7 games where they didn't have time of possession. They're that good. That doesn't really matter. That's just a faulty statistic. You want to shrink the game. That's part of what you want to do. What does that mean? Well, it means we want to win the time position. We want to run the football. But what we want to do is take advantage of the hubris that the Kansas City Chiefs have. What is that? We don't want to run the ball.
Yeah.
So you play a shell defense. You say you're going to have to just throw it underneath. We're going to rally up and tackle. Because remember, when they did lose the Super Bowl to Tampa, they averaged 7.5 yards a carry or so, and I think they got 9 carries to their running back. Basically saying, yeah, that's not the way we like to win. So you're going to have to do all these things to win. That said, even if you do all those things, you'll still lose 9 out of 10 times.
Exactly.
I happen to agree with Nick, and I hate to do this because I don't like
me.
I like
it, but I don't like agreeing with Nick. I think it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a double-digit win.
Jacksonville wasn't that
Can I
great
say
of a
something
team.
for Wilds for you to keep your eye on? Or do you have a number you want to give us? Go ahead.
No, I have something I want to keep my eye on.
I made
that?
you
Go
think,
ahead.
right?
What is it?
Well, I also think it's going to be a blowout because I think that Mahomes and Andy Reid need to throttle the Jags to make sure they don't come back. If you just watch them come back against the Chargers, it could be 27-0. It's like, hey, you want to take the foot off the gas? And Mahomes will be like, no.
Speaking of comebacks,
More.
I'm waiting for that jacket to come back in style.
Oh! Wow!
Shots fired.
Mike Kelsey stat can wait till Nick's
gentleman.
picks. That was great.
Shots fired.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.